the way of the world would say, listen, if your spouse is not meeting your needs and treating you a certain way and making you feel like this, then you better do something about it. And you better, cut them off at some point if they're not going to do what you need them to do and what you deserve. And I'm like saying, where is the forbearance and the forgiveness and the suffering and the willingness to sacrifice and say, you know what? I'm going to keep loving this person no matter what, because that is what God has called me to. God has said, listen, your marriage is supposed to be a reflection of my love, Christ and the church. That's what marriage is supposed to be about. And it's like, how have we forgotten that? Right? How have we forgotten that, like, God's glory is at stake? So maybe only one of you is going to do it. Maybe your partner isn't. They're not interested in it, but you can do it. You can say, I will choose to love. I will be like Christ. I will humble myself. I will serve and love when they don't deserve it, because that's when I actually look like Christ. Everyone loves those who it's easy to love. It says in Luke, is it chapter 5? Everyone does that. The world does that. That's a no-brainer. But when we show people a picture of what it looks like to have grace and mercy and love and forgiveness, that's when they finally see something different. Oh, so then let them see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Something's different about that girl. Something's different about that man. I don't understand it. And they shouldn't understand it. They don't have the mind of Christ. But we're to give them a picture of what it looks like. So please remember how much God's glory is at stake in your marriage, and how seriously you take that we are going to have to think differently than the world. And don't let that worldly wisdom deceive you and wash over you and start taking root in your heart. That's why you have to know the voice of God, and you have to be in the Word, to go back to point 1.